spark is go. And a great dispatch for Ryan Alexander and Michael Miller down into turn number 1. Warren Minchell is in third place. The first move is coming now from Mick Nicola. Also there is the one car of Matt Pascoe. He's gone up into 5th place. They're safely through 1 and 2. Oh, trouble for Michael Miller. He's out of the race already. Another one further back. Lee Aylett's on the infield. Michael Miller has stopped the car. The green lights will remain on until they've all crossed the line. The yellow lights come on now. And Michael Miller is out after not even one lap. Can his stepson bring it home and win the national title? They're away down into turn 1. Ryan Alexander's the leader. Second place is Matt Pascoe. Third place is that of Mick Nicola. Phil Barton is 4th. Warren Minchell is 5th. So Barton is going very quickly. So move out of 3 and 4 and down the main straight for the second time. 3 wide further back in the field. Ryan Alexander is the race leader. Back in second place is Matt Pascoe. Third place Mick Nicola. Then the 2 Broome cars nearly bring each other undone. That is Phil Barton and Warren Minchell. Back in 6th place is Dustin Higgs. 7th place is now Dave Gardner. 8th place going across the line is Darren Kane. And then Ash Berkmere is 9th. Back in 10th place is the 17 car of Lachlan Onley. The national champion's gone back a spot. He's in 11th place as they move out of 3 and 4. 36 laps to go in the national final. Ryan Alexander out in front. Second place, it's Carnival 1 from Queensland and Western Australia in Matt Pascoe. Third place, the 3 car of Mick Nicola. Coming up behind him now is Phil Barton from Broome. Looking to go underneath of Mick Nicola and into third place. He does. So Phil Barton goes into third place with 35 laps to go. On the outside and fighting back, it's Mick Nicola, the wily veteran from Victoria. Says no way, Jose, and he's back in third place. Meanwhile, Ryan Alexander's got his hands full. Down the main straight they come. The race leader is Alexander by a car length on Matt Pascoe. We've got a car in the fence on the back straight. The yellow lights will have to come on. It's Lucas Roberts. Lucas Roberts has hit the fence on the back straight and has come to a stop. And we've got another stoppage. 3 after 5 laps. Down the main straight they come. Green lights back on. Looking for a move. Dave Gardner's there in 6th place behind Warren Minchell. So head down the back straight. The first time back under green. Our race leader is Ryan Alexander with 34 to go. Pascoe in second, Barton, then back to Nicola. Minchell is next. Right behind him is Dave Gardner and Darren Kane. They're nearly 4 wide. Kane comes underneath of Gardner. They're going to loom up on the back end of Warren Minchell as they come out of 3 and 4. They're 3 wide. Kane goes underneath of Dave Gardner and goes into 6th place. So race in 3 at the moment though. There's a gap back to 4th. So Mick Nicola holding 4th. But in 3rd place it's Barton. 2nd place Pascoe. And out in front, it's Ryan Alexander. The quick lap of the race is a 16.341, and that is by Phil Barton. Out in front, it's Alexander by a couple of car lengths. Pascoe, Barton, 40 metres back. Then in 4th place is Mick Nicola. Minchell is next. Here comes Darren Kane underneath of Warren Minchell. What a move! Right underneath him coming out of 4. Back then to Gardner. Phil Barton driving a brilliant race up behind Matt Pascoe. The driver from Broome looking to come underneath of Matty Pascoe as they come into the main straight. 30 laps to go in the national final. Out in front it's the 23-year-old Ryan Alexander from Adelaide. 2nd place it's Matt Pascoe, then Phil Barton. Barton gets a brilliant run off of turn 2. Back in 4th place it's the 3 car of Mick Nicola. Behind him is Darren Kane. They've dropped off Warren Minchell and then Dave Gardner. So move down into turn 1 and 2. Our race leader heads down the back straight. He's coming up on traffic now. The first car he's going to come up on is Ryan Gunson as they come out of 3 and 4. Just ahead of Ryan Gunson is the 10 of Kyle Larson. This is where it could change. Alexander goes around the outside of Gunson. Following him through now is Matt Pascoe. It's starting to rain. Oh my goodness, it's raining. Where's that come from? As they come out of turn 3 and 4, only in Albany. As they come down the main straight, 27 laps to go. Out in front, it's Ryan Alexander by a car length. Here comes Pascoe and also Phil Barton. Barton goes under Pascoe. And look who's starting to loom large. He's come from nowhere. Darren Kane is making it a 4-way go. Into the main straight, 26 to go. They come under to Kyle Larson. Alexander. Barton goes to 2nd place. Squeezing through the middle is Matt Pascoe, and Darren Kane has come from the clouds just like the rain. Into the main straight they come again. The first four are separated by 0.4 of a second. Down into Pitts Bend, pub corner, it's Alexander by car length. Back to Mitchell in second place. Barton right behind him, and so too Darren Kane. Forget the rest from here. Still with 24 laps to go. What a spectacle we've got here at Atwell Park. They're coming up now on Lee Aylett. The lead four cars are burning up the raceway. We've waited all weekend for a humdinger, and we're getting it in the lucky last. The national final has got Ryan Alexander leading by a car length. The passing flag is a constant. Here comes Phil Barton again, underneath the one car of Matt Pascoe. Right there is Darren Kane. Pascoe now comes for an outside move. Double checks himself. Looks for an inside move now on Alexander. They come out at turn 4 again. 22 laps to go in the national final. They haven't passed Lee Aylett, and once they do, Lee Aylett's trying to get underneath of Damon Truchet. Here comes Matt Pascoe again. Barton and Kane are there. They can't get past their light cars, who are doing a great job as they try and fight it out for positions as well. Fifth place in the race is Nicola and then Gardner. Down into pub corner, it's Ryan Alexander by a car length. Pascoe in second place. On the inside is Phil Barton. Barton goes into second now. Pascoe back on the outside. Darren Kane behind them. Into the main straight with 20 laps to go. They still haven't got past, and Kane has passed two of them. Goes underneath the Pascoe and goes underneath the Barton and into second place. Darren Kane from position 9 up into second. Finally now, Alexander has passed Truchet and past Lee Aylett. He has a car length buffer over the master Darren Kane, who has weaved his magic through the field. 19 laps to go. Pascoe and Barton still side by side, up behind Lee Aylett. Now, who's ahead of them? It's Chris Pavlovich. Who's the next car to be passed? It's Ryan Alexander still, just by a car length over Darren Kane. Pascoe in third, Barton fourth. Gardner, Nicola, Mitchell, Gary Higgs, Callum Harper is ninth, and then Lachlan Onley. Sorry I haven't called the second half of the field. This is an absolute thriller as Darren Kane has hit the front. Darren Kane in the 36 has passed Ryan Alexander with 17 laps to go. What a drive by Darren Kane as now Phil Barton comes underneath of the 15 car. Oh, trouble! Oh, the 34 of Dean Shaw and the 8 of Pavlovich have spun and has left Ryan Alexander nowhere to go, and he has hit him pretty heavily in turn number 4. Well, the back markers have played their part. They were very, very tidy and made the leading cars absolutely fight for it, but it's come unstuck with 17 laps to go. 17 laps to go, and Ryan Alexander has hit Chris Pavlovich, who made contact with Dean Shaw, or the other way around. I didn't see exactly who made contact first, but they both went around, and well, I tell you now, Ryan Alexander had nowhere to go. Pavlovich is able to drive away. I hope you're enjoying the race. It's a pretty good one. It's back underway. Phil Barton from Broome looking to put his name on the title. So too Dave Gardner. Where is the first move coming from? They head down the back straight. Oh, trouble further back. Higgs had to stop and prop, and so too did Callum Harper. They come out of 3 and 4. There's debris right up against the wall. So move into turn 1 and 2. Darren Kane leads. Back to Pascoe. Dave Gardner's got into 4th place now. 3rd place is Barton. Gardner 4th, back then to Mick Nicola. Gardner's 3rd. Gardner's gone into 3rd place. Great drive here by Dave Gardner. Phil Barton back to 4th. Mick Nicola 5th. 6th place Warren Mitchell. 7th place is the 17 of Lachlan Onley. Then the 82 car is next. Gary Higgs, Justin Higgs. Callum Harper is in 10th place. Then back to Ash Bergmere, Dean Shaw, Lee Aylett, as Darren Kane just does the quick lap of the race, and he is driving away from them. Darren Kane doing an extraordinary job. That was a 16.091. Back then to Matt Pascoe. Dave Gardner in 3rd place. Phil Barton 4th. Mick Nicola in 5th place. Back then to Mitchell, Onley, Higgs. That's Gary, then Dustin. But Darren Kane is all of a sudden in a league of his own. He'll come up with a dozen laps to go, and Darren Kane is giving them a good old hiding all of a sudden. He leads by the length of the straight and is driving away from the opposition. Matt Pascoe in second, back then to Dave Gardner, and back then to Phil Barton. Mick Nicola in fifth place. Mick Nicola's tear-offs, I think it is, all over the back of his car. Back then to Mitchell in sixth. Onley, Higgs, Callum Harper, Dustin Higgs in 10th place. Out of turn 2 goes our race leader. Dean Shaw ahead of him, and so too Ryan Gunson. Shaw around the outside of Gunson. Darren Kane hasn't got through yet. Passing flag is out. They'll hold their line. Which way will Darren Kane go? Matt Pascoe gets to close the gap. As they head down the back, Kane gets around Gunson. Phil Barton's not done with yet. He's up behind David Gardner. Fifth place is Mick Nicola. He's got his hands full with Warren Mitchell. As race leader is in heavy traffic. He's past Dean Shaw. He comes up on Kyle Larson. Passes Kyle Larson with 9 and a bit laps to go. Second place is Matt Pascoe, then Dave Gardner. Fourth place Phil Barton, then Mick Nicola, Warren Mitchell. So head down out of turn 2. The margin is 2 seconds. Heavy traffic there as the lap cars get out of the way. Second and third all of a sudden is up for dispute. Dave Gardner has closed at a rate of knots, and Phil Barton, not to be discounted, is the top West Australian. He's in fourth place with 7 laps to go. They're up behind Dean Shaw. Meanwhile, our race leader's up behind Damon Truchet. They're 3 wide for second place. It's Matt Pascoe, Dave Gardner, and Dave Gardner is looking to get under Pascoe. Does get under Pascoe, and Dave Gardner goes into second place. Dean Shaw doesn't know what's hit him. They're every which way beside him. Oh, they're 3 wide now for second place. Phil Barton nearly got the pair of them. Dave Gardner back into second. Pascoe stops and props. Kyle Larson is out of the race as the inquiry flag's coming out to Dave Gardner in car number 8 for contact there with the 15 car of Matt Pascoe. So it's Gardner, Pascoe and Barton. Our race leader though comes up. He's got 4 laps to go. A 16.386 that time around. He moves out of turn 4 into the main straight. The battle for the minor placings is still on between Gardner, Pascoe and Barton. Out of turn 4, he's got 3 laps remaining. Passing flag is a continuum. He's up now behind Ash Berkmeyer. Second place is Gardner. Back then to Pascoe. And the 36 car of Phil Barton. Count them down, Albany. 2 laps to go for Darren Kane, who's on his way to winning the national title for a 3rd time. Out of turn 2 he goes, and down the back straight. Darren Kane out in front from Dave Gardner and Matt Pascoe. Darren Kane won in 2009 and 2004. He won at Murray Bridge, he won at Lismore, and he's got 1 lap to go before he wins at Albany's Atwell Park. He comes up behind Dustin Higgs. Second place is that of Dave Gardner. Back to Pascoe and Phil Barton. But bring him home, ladies and gentlemen, out of turn 4 for the 3rd time. He's the national champion. Darren Kane is the national title holder. Darren Kane wins. Second place will go to Dave Gardner. Matt Pascoe in 3rd place, but hold all tickets, an inquiry flag did come out. 4th place is Phil Barton. Back to Mick Nicola, who finishes 5th. Warren Mitchell 6th, then Lachlan Onley 7th. Great drive by Lachlan. 8th is Gary Hicks, then Callum Harper. Dustin Hicks is 10th, Ash Berkmeyer. Then back to Dean Shaw, Lee Aylett, Damon Truchet. Ryan Gunson were the 15 that finished. The total time for the race was 22 minutes 41.155. We only had 2 stoppages, and they were on laps 1, 6, or 3 stoppages, 1, 6 and 23. 17 continuous laps from 6 to 23, and then 17 continuous laps to the finish. Darren Kane wins by 5.117 seconds. The fast lap was Darren Kane to 16.091, and Darren Kane for the 3rd time is the national champion for Super Sedans, and he does it here at Atwell Park.
What a drive by Darren Kane, and he's going to get the checkered flag and do a victory at, ladies and gentlemen, Atwell Park Speedway. Put your hands together for Darren Kane, the national champion. And he's going to be very happy about it. Flash those lights, toot your horns, and give him plenty of appreciation down the back straight if you can, please.
Oh, well done. That was brilliant, Darren. That was amazing.
That's the same setup as tyres other than the right front. We had these high
Great drawing, mate. What about Dustin Higgs? He lost about